Today's AskReddit post. What's a thing that's currently in nowadays, but you think is just pure cringe? Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's get started. Pranks that should get someone's ass kicked in, because it isn't funny. It's always refreshing when someone hits those people or files police charges against them, and then they all get defensive and respond with the typical "it's just a prank." Bro. So annoying. Posting updates and photos about your children's medical/personal issues. I cannot imagine trying to grow up with a parent like that. A long time ago a friend of mine posted about her kid's ongoing allergy and food aversion issues. She even brought up how, when he was younger he had some type of surgery on his penis. I guess she no longer fit my algorithm, because I hadn't seen any posts from her in a while. Lo and behold, a decade later she pops on my feed, and she posts about her kid. He's graduating high school early and the first thing that came to my mind was, good for him. I'm glad his urethrocoeliac disease didn't hold him back. Filters. People don't even look real or remotely like themselves anymore in their pictures or videos. I know a lady who puts so many filters on every picture, including ones of her kids. She posts stuff where their noses aren't even visible anymore from all the filters. I thought I knew who you were talking about at first. There's a lady that every single picture she posts of her kids, she adds a filter that makes her kid's skin lighter, closer to her light skin color. But then you can see like a hand or a foot or something that's their real skin color. Then she claims that it's their natural skin color. People acting like arrogant assholes for attention on the internet, and then playing the victim when the attention they get from acting like assholes is predictably negative. Rage bait behavior for those engagement bucks. It's gross. Enragement is engagement. The people who video themselves crying in different angles. I just think that's so gross. Why do you need to video yourself crying? And from 3 different angles? I just don't understand it. Maybe I'm officially old and just think some things should be private. Seriously, when I'm crying the last thing I'm thinking is, hey, you know what would make this better? If I videoed myself. Are reaction shots still a thing? I cannot stand watching a video of someone's stupid face while they watch something else happening. Some old lady nodding and pointing her finger into the air, or shaking her head while a video plays in the background has got to go. Also, stupid faces on YouTube thumbnails. Something about the algorithm or something makes this now one of the ways for videos to get picked up by it. Also the different words are capitalized for his thing. YouTube is wild now. The automated robot voice on TikTok videos. I like it when ads or even regular people use the AI robot TikTok voice in a video. It lets me know I can completely ignore this product or person entirely. Yeah. Whenever I hear an AI voiceover I usually assume low effort or scam product. Posting everything about your life on social media. Or worse. Posting everything about your children's life on social media. Removing your buccal fat and X200B. Ladies and gentlemen, leave your cheeks alone. You need that fat if you don't want to look like Skeletor when you get old. See, now I'm considering it. I had never considered I'd get to look like Skeletor. Lol, I was gonna say, don't threaten me with a good time. People normalizing the word trauma and using it for stupid things. Someone seriously told me they were traumatized because their waiter brought them the wrong food. I get that trauma is *very* subjective. But come on now. And they were dead serious. They really thought that's what trauma is. More generally, taking acceptance of mental health so far that it turned around and started minimizing people's struggles. You don't have ADHD just because you get bored in school. You aren't autistic just because you're introverted. You don't have OCD just because you take organization seriously. Acting like you have these conditions is actively detrimental to people who do have them. It's been mentioned a few times, but replacing bad words with friendly versions. I know some platforms have an algorithm and all, but I would much rather hear the word suicide than game ended themselves. They unalived themselves. Sounds like something a non-native speaker would say because they simply don't know the word. For me, a millennial, social media use in general, I find it all to be of diminishing appeal. I ditched Facebook and Instagram a few years back, and Twitter last year. Reddit is losing its appeal as well. Too much bot activity and rage farming happening. The more niche a community is here, the more tolerable it tends to be, but even still I feel less and less draw. Yes, there is an irony in my posting this all here. I'm human and my brain loves the dopamine kick, but I sincerely believe I get less and less value from social media with each passing year. Yes, I deleted my Facebook and Instagram a couple years ago, and I never allowed myself to download TikTok. Once you're off, you see how superficial it all is. Tween shopping hauls at Sephora for anti-aging skincare. Fad travel drinking cups, like Stanley, that cost more than a tank of gas. People who film their workouts all the time. Like you need to bring your camera and tripod every day to the gym. For every workout? Jesus Christ, leave a little narcissism for everyone else. Leave a little narcissism for everyone else. I used to be nice and walk around the camera. But now there are so many I just walk in front of them. If they say something to me, I look at them like they have a horn sticking out of their head. I'm here to work out, go home, and eat. But I noticed it's a young person thing. TikTok disorder fakers. I have autism. I *CANNOT* understand these people and why they seem to want these disabilities/mental illnesses. It's disgusting and I hate it. Agree. Same with ADHD, anxiety. It's hell. If they knew what it was really like, they definitely wouldn't want the attention it gets. It's not good attention. It's the kind of attention that makes you want to crawl under a rock. Naming your kid something unique, which in turn ruins their life because you have baby brain so bad you forget your baby will grow up and be an adult. Similarly, naming your child after a very specific pop culture reference that aged poorly. I feel bad for all the kids named Katniss or Khaleesi who are gonna have to apply for jobs someday. Khaleesi wasn't even the character's name. It just tells me someone's parents were extra stupid. Influencers. Everything that has to do with aesthetic, clean girl aesthetic, mob wife aesthetic, work aesthetic and so on. Adding core onto everything too. Kataja core, Candy core, chilled core. No, duck of core. Edit, removed Emma core since people have made a valid point that Emma core is and has been a genre of music since random word core got popular. Sorry, WTF is chilled core? Sounds like something you'd find on Jimmy Savile's hard drive. When people go to social media to ask for a recommendation for something and end the phrase with and go. I'm looking for a photographer for my son's 3rd birthday this Saturday. Looking for recommendations for someone who can do this under $100. And go. Yeah, like no one cares. No one is rushing just to comment on your post. You're not important. It feels demanding and entitled. People who film others' misfortunes in order to gain clout. There's a dude on it who films/posts every waking second of his father with Alzheimer's. Really personal poop. Embarrassing poop. And it's all for clout. Not to mention the elderly man is incapable of consenting _ like. WTF. Cringe. Also, those guys who film themselves buying lunch for their poorly paid, overworked migrant laborers and then act like saints because of it. It's for clout. Not because they are angelic people. Chasing clout in general is emo, gross and desperate. Just like, be a good person if you really want to do good and don't rush to film it. This gives away your true intentions. Therapy as subscription service. I see so many BetterHelp ads nowadays. Such a poop tea company. The words toxic, gaslight and narcissist have turned into slang, and it minimizes the seriousness of the actual words. Women who refer to themselves as boss lady but are just in a pyramid scheme. You're selling Avon. Becky. Lip fillers. Yes, it looks so fake 99% of the time. Also the cheek fillers. BTWN those two and the gigantic fake eyelashes, everyone looks insane. Looking at you. Libcast lol. I have two absolutely stunning cousins. They're models, so yeah. Gorgeous. Both of these fools recently had their lips filled. I don't even get it. They're both 10s. And what? Perfection is too boring for you? They both look 10 years older and are honestly kinda hard to look at anymore. It boggles the mind. I tell you. Over the top social media challenges that prioritize shock value or danger just to gain likes and followers. It feels like the authenticity of sharing genuine moments is lost to performing risky or embarrassing acts for viral fame. This trend often crosses the line from entertaining to just plain cringe-worthy. Adding a tip on a screen for doing anything. People saying things are cringe when they mean some other adjective. Don't forget sus and cap. Yeah bruh. People photoshopping their pics until they look nothing like real life. I'm a millennial. When I was a teenager this was such a loser thing to do. Now it's just normal. Using those song clips everyone has heard a million times before. Like the Oh No song. I'd rather stick my head in an oven before hearing it ever again. Family bloggers. Constantly having your life recorded as a child can really duck you up. Especially since a lot of the time the parents are just using their children for content. I don't understand the untalented dancing in public. Or the pranks on strangers. All filmed for content. Why are these people flailing around like they are great dancers? Most of them have absolutely no rhythm. And why do people think it is funny to bother others that are just out running errands or spending time with their families? Even that idiot that got shot at Tyson's Corner Mall in Virginia claimed he was not going to stop. Sports gambling. This is a big one. Over half of Gen Z and millennials are placing sports bets either in person or through the websites. It's fine if you're doing it for fun. But there's an entire subgroup of people who are trying to bet their way out of student loans on a sport they don't understand on the basis that it's always a 50/50 shot. If you don't know anything about it, I'm gonna win this time. They're me. The broccoli hairdo on men. Being an asshole for internet clout. The whole concept of influencers on social media. Pics and videos of their spotless huge houses, adorable well-behaved kids, cute pets, as if they don't wear Crocs and a messy bun to scoop dog poo off their perfectly manicured lawns. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to bunch my hair into a bun, put on my dirty work shoes, and scoop the dog poop out of my mud pit of a backyard. I'm not going to make a video of it, but I guarantee it would be far more entertaining and contain a lot more profanity than any influencer video. Oh and hey, I just organically have this product I want to tell you about. No biggie. It just worked so well for me that I want to tell you about it. Totally organically. Stanley Cups. I love hockey, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. I should buy a Stanley Cup for the Sharks. It's not like they're getting one on their own. I've never seen a barrels that looks good. Just makes you look like you're wearing a diaper. Influencer culture. Especially the obsession with portraying a perfect lifestyle on social media. The endless stream of staged photos and videos often feels inauthentic and promotes unrealistic standards of beauty, success, and happiness, making the whole trend feel cringe-worthy and superficial. Saying Ike. For me also saying cringe. Ironically, this particular use of cringe. That's cringe. Say cringy or something. Also, the use of fail as a noun. We have someone on local sports talk who always says that's a fail. I hate it. The curly fringes on teenage boys. Like the broccoli hair. Broccoli cut is up. Mushroom head is down with the ends curled up. Slang or abbreviations of words. I can understand IDKBC or something like that. But just yesterday I was texting with my little sister and I questioned whether I knew my native language. Had to look up what Sibor meant yesterday. Shut your bitch ass up. Being alpha. Alpha. The initial release that's typically glitchy and in need of serious improvement. Influencers who promote poop. How about saying the entire influence culture is cringe? We were perfectly fine before average people decided they were super cool and interesting enough to influence other people on how to live their lives. Gender reveals. Complete and utter bullpoop. My wife and I are expecting, and we have the whole gender reveal planned out. The doctor is gonna deliver the baby and say it's a boy or it's a girl, and then we are gonna tell our close family and friends. It's gonna be sick. Wow. You're not even going to waste helium or leave confetti all over a public park. How edgy. Wasting massive amounts of food to make insanely ridiculous cooking videos. Think giant pizzas or hamburgers. Stupid all-in-one trays, etc. It's maddening. I'm bipolar. Diagnosed and medicated. Whenever it comes up someone in earshot will say me too. I'm so moody. Like guy. Do you climb the walls at 3 AM? Do you laugh 1 minute and cry the next? Do you stay in bed for weeks? Get out of here with that trendy bullpoop. Yes. Like the same folks who say, I'm so OCD. Because they have a clean desk that, or whatever. Meanwhile it previously took me an hour to leave the house because I had to check and make sure no electronics mysteriously replugged themselves in. Unalive or unaliving. It's admittedly a funny way of referring to death, but people are using it in incredibly serious contexts. It comes off as insensitive. I never found that term funny and find it interesting that you did. I understand it as a word substitution to avoid getting banned from certain platforms. Back in the day, if you were being a little poop inside a grocery store, the manager would chase you out with a broomstick, swearing and cursing at you, waving their fist in the air as you escape down the street. Nowadays, kids in stores are being little poops and filming it, and when the manager arrives they simply turn the camera, and it's up to the manager to handle the situation in an incredibly calm and civil manner. No contact is allowed, and so the kids usually don't budge and keep pushing for a reaction. It's gotten to the point now that if there's a high school near your grocery store, be prepared to ignore a bunch of TikTok dancers and pranksters as you shop, because confrontation plays directly into their game anyway. Like 75% of any concert audience is on their phones taking videos of the concert, or doing some stupid ass TikTok video of them singing along. Nobody actually enjoying what's in front of them. They only care about repackaging 5% of that experience for someone else in 480p. Apparently some artists are trying to ban phones being out during their concerts. For this reason, the last concert I was at, some woman in front of me was recording the whole thing on her iPad. Bro, you actually watched the whole video. I'd give you a high five if I was a human. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe for more great content. See you next time.